Welcome back, ladies and gents, to another TPM Tactical video. Today's video is utilizing no mods and therefore it's PS5 friendly. What we're going to be covering off on today is the hitboxes for each one of the vanilla US vehicles. So using just the standard AK-74 with standard rounds, we're going to basically trying to damage the vehicles in different points so you can see where you can basically penetrate the armor or the outside material to get to the hitboxes. So we're going to cover off on the Jeep, the light utility, the truck, the Humvee, so the M1025, and the Huey. So as you can see here, AK-74, and I've just got the standard 5.45 by 39mm 30 round AK mags. So what we'll do is I'll move these other vehicles out of the way and we'll just start with the Jeep here, the M15182. Okay, so as you can see in front of us, we have the M15182 Jeep, and you can see there's a few boxes or rectangles actually on the Jeep itself. So that's the different hit zones or hit boxes. There's a hitbox and hit zone for pretty much everything on the vehicle. So if I move my mouse up or move the sphere over the vehicle, you'll see on the left hand side where the hit zones are. So there's quite a few there from 1 through to 18. The main ones obviously the hull, the engine, gearbox, fuel tank, batteries, lights if you want to damage the lights, cargo, window, etc. there, and the wheels, or wheels obviously is a good one there. So obviously when we're playing, you could just shoot the driver, but maybe you want to set up an ambush, you want to damage the vehicle and wait for them to basically come along and get in the vehicle and then they can't start. So what we're looking at here at the front of the vehicle, in front of the Jeep, is if we try to shoot the engine, which you can see right here in the center, the large rectangle, through the front. So I just put about 5 rounds, as you can see, the 5 rounds there. But look at the top left hand side and under the engine 01 to number 2, the health is still full. So the 5.45 rounds were unable to penetrate through the front of the vehicle. However, if we step to the side here, through the side, part of the bonnet, as you can see up the top left, it's gone from 450 down to 400, 350, 301, 255. So the standard 5.45 rounds will actually penetrate through the vehicle's skin, however not through the front. Let's go into GM for a second. You can zoom right in. Might be a bit hard to see with all the lines, but you can see here the rounds coming through from my left are hitting the engine block and causing this engine damage. While the rounds coming through the front, basically they've got like the front metal grille plus the radiator to get through, and they haven't managed to penetrate it through. So to damage the engine, if you can, shots from the side. So let's see, we go from here. Yep, damage straight through the side. So if you want to damage the engine, shots through the left or right hand side will damage that engine. Let's have a look at what else we've got here. So we've got the gearbox. The gearbox runs from underneath here at the front. So if I shoot this right here. Oh, sorry, a bit lower. As you can see up top left, number 3, the health has gone down. So that gearbox is that front piece there connecting the drive shaft all the way through to the rear, and then also the box itself in the center here. Other hit boxes or hit zones we have on this vehicle, we've got the fuel tank here on the side. And on the left hand side here, as we're looking at it from the front anyway, we have 2 batteries. Whoa. So I'm not exactly sure what the batteries do themselves, but you can damage them. Maybe you need the batteries to start the engine, kick it over. I'm not sure if it goes into that much detail. But as you can see, the main way to take it this vehicle, hitting the engine on the left hand side or the right hand side, will disable that vehicle. And if we get in here now, you see down the bottom left that the gears damage and the engine is destroyed. Don't know why I got across to that side for. Other hit reg or hit zone, sorry, wheels. Rear lights. So that's light number 11. What did I hit there? light number 12, etc. And obviously window. Awesome, that pretty much covers this vehicle off. We'll move on to another vehicle. So now you can see we have the M15 1A2, so the light utility. As you can see, again, very similar in design, where the obviously engine's going to be located in the bonnet. We have the 2 batteries here on my left, or the vehicle's right. We have everything related to the gearbox at the front and center there, running through to the back, and then obviously in the center here as well. And then we have the fuel tank located here between the 2 rear seats. So with the front, with the engine, see if we can shoot through the bonnet here. Yep, so you can penetrate through these grills. About through on an angle. Oh, I shot the battery. Engine. Nope, so you can't get through on the angle there. Front and center at the engine. So best bet, if the vehicle's coming at you and you're safe to do so, to engage. Straight through the front, and you'll be able to disable that engine, disable that vehicle. So through these grills here at the front. The gearbox, everything related to the gearbox is underneath here. And again, it's the same as before, so it goes all the way through the back, same principle at the back here. If you wanted to go prone and damage their vehicle and wait late in an ambush. Well, we've got fuel tanks, and the fuel tank is here in the center between the 2 passenger seats, the rear passenger seats. So as far as I'm aware, you can't shoot through this. Where's the fuel box? Fuel tank, sorry. Number 4. Wait, you can. Or some of the rounds go through. So it's a bit hit and miss there. You got to be careful exactly where you're aiming to be able to get to the fuel tank. And obviously every other wheel's a wheel. Lights are lights. And windscreen is windscreen. So main hit zones to be aiming at is through this front grille here. If that vehicle's coming front on. Actually, I could probably check from the side on. Let's clear some of these. Let's clear some of these markings. That's a bit easier to see. Clear projectiles. And I'm out of ammo. Let's spawn in a arsenal. Okay, so shooting through the side at the engine. So there is a few weak points that you can get through. But you seem to have a bit more consistent hit rate through the front, through the grille. Okay, so let's move on to the next vehicle. Okay, so now we have the M923A1, so the transport truck, a fuel truck, arsenal truck, etc. As you can see, engine at the front under the bonnet, obviously. 2 batteries underneath the seats of the driver and passengers. The gearbox related to hit zones run through underneath here. And then the fuel tank around on the left side of the vehicle, or right if we're looking from the front on. Okay, so let's have an aim at the front, have a shot at the engine. Yep, so 100% easily damaged engine through the front. Yep, easy to damage the engine, easy to destroy that engine. It's large, it's weak. Gearbox, anything related to the gearbox. And you can see where it highlights through. You can hit this here. Does damage, and obviously all the way to the end. Fuel tank, nice and easy to penetrate. So these are weak and easy to destroy. So if you can't get to the clear shot on the driver that's coming at you, you should be able to easily get a clear shot there with that large window. Otherwise, you do have the engine if you do wish to disable it. Nice and easy. Center mouse. But you probably have better luck killing the driver anyway. The amount of rounds I just put into the engine and it's still drivable. Actually, let's double check to see how much damage that took. Yep, obviously you see down the bottom left the amount of damage it has taken. But at least you can see the hit zones for the vehicle anyway. Okay, so now we have the M1025 Humvee. So this is going to be very similar to the light utility, the M998. Same layout, and pretty sure it's all going to be the same hitboxes. So can we shoot through this front grille here at the engine? Yep. Front center mass through the front grille here. Yep. On the sides. So the bullets, the standard 5.45 can't penetrate the side. I believe on one of the sides you can shoot through where these latches are. Yep. So you shoot through the latches here on the left side of the vehicle, but the other side's a bit harder because the battery's actually in the way. So you can't shoot through... Actually no, we are getting some penetration through there now. So there's a couple weak spots, but otherwise there's parts that are a bit more hard and maybe there's some extra parts inside that are deflecting the bullets. Okay, so the gearbox, same as before, you can shoot it from underneath. And that runs all the way through to the back as previous, same with the M998. Fuel tank, should be able to shoot through here. Oh, actually. Fuel tank looks like it's pretty well protected on the Humvee. So show me all the hit zones straight up. I get to the fuel tank from the other side. Okay, a bit harder to hit the fuel tank on the Humvee. It's good to know. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the Huey. Let's get that over here quickly. Clear these. We got the Humvee, the Huey. So we got the, what's it got? Obviously hull, engine, gearbox, drive shaft 1 and 2. So that's probably these two here. Fuel tank. It's got 4 fuel tanks. It's that 1 and 2 on the bottom, maybe 3 and 4 left and right side. Oh, 5 fuel tanks actually. Rotor main shaft. Rotor main. Oh, yep. So the shaft and then the main. Tail rotor, which is rotor tail 1, number 13. Cockpit panel, that's the glass, cargo, and all the windows. Tie down points and red cross. Not sure where the tie down points are. Anyway, let's have a look at these, start at the top here, the rotors. So, rotor main shaft, pretty vulnerable. So that's the main shaft there, so that's the hitbox for it. Let's have a look at the rotors themselves. No damage. Oh, I got one there. Where's that hitbox to the rotor? Okay, so if you're wanting to damage the rotors themselves, you need to shoot through where it basically connects to the shaft. Shooting the blades themselves is not going to do anything. That explains a lot. Let's clear some of these lines. Okay, so we've got the drive shaft, or sorry, the rotor main shaft plus the rotors themselves. What do we got here in the center? So this is your gearbox in the center here. So this is the engine here at the back. So the engine itself is not damaged. Now I'm at a rounds. So you're better off taking out the gearbox, shooting through the side, through the back window, back left and right, and you'll damage the gearbox. A lot easier than you would be able to take out the engine itself. Okay, let's clear some of these lines again. Okay, so we've done the top rotors and the shaft, done the engine, gearbox. Let's just repair. Okay, what else we have? We have these back drive shafts. Yep, so drive shaft 1, number 4. Is that long sucker? Drive shaft 2. Yep, rotor tail has a hitbox. So about halfway up is where the hitbox is for the rotor tail. Tail rotor, sorry. Oh, I did get some damage on. It's pretty hit and miss on the main rotor. Okay, fuel. So trying to shoot through the... Oh, I'll just open this. No. Trying to shoot through the door downwards at the fuel tank. Doesn't look like it penetrates through because it's got to go through the door and then through the floor. However, side on, you can damage the fuel tanks. Well, that's the main components of the Huey. Hopefully that gives you a bit more information related to the hitboxes, where they're located on the US vehicles, and that as a USSR player, gives you a bit of an advantage if you, for some reason, can't shoot the player, you can take out the vehicle. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you have any other questions, queries, please leave in the comments below. If you'd like to subscribe, please hit that subscribe button, and yeah, have a good one. Cheers.